Coming up next, the Pacers taking on the Kings. For the Indiana Pacers, it's been a disappointing first half of the season. Can they turn things around, starting with a win tonight? Kings, Pacers, tip-off in just a moment. Welcome and thanks for joining 2K Sports for a Friday night full of NBA action. Hi everyone, I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And how about we check the numbers for Andrew Nembhard?
And his foul shooting has looked a little weaker over the last 5 games compared to where he was the rest of the season. I know how frustrating that can be, and I'm sure he's eager to turn it around.
Let's check out Sacramento's starting lineup. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward positions. Zach LaVine out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Eubanks in at the center position. And for the Pacers, Walker out there with Pascal Siakam. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. Then there's Andrew Nembhard. And it's Huff in at the 5 down low. Right around the quarter mark of the season, Clark, rookies seem to be finding their footing out there.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. Every rookie is a little different, but usually around the quarter pole of the season, you start to get a feel for how you need to go about your work. It's a tough adjustment, but once it locks in, you're on your way.
Now here's Mathurin. Huff can't get it to go. Westbrook against Mathurin. Westbrook outside. LaVine against Nembhard. 6 on the shot clock. DeRozan passes to Eubanks. Inside. LaVine with a steal. DeRozan outside. LaVine finds DeRozan. Clock at 6. DeRozan double team. Nice D from Nembhard. Pass to Siakam. Nembhard against Westbrook. Back to Siakam. And here's Walker. The 3, Mathurin. He buries it from 3.
He's got that guard quickness. Mathurin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
And here's Westbrook. Coming in off 12 points in his last outing. Here's DeRozan. Walker with some nice D.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
And stolen by Murray. And here's the fast break. Westbrook taking his time here. Murray passes to LaVine. DeRozan outside. 6 to shoot. Over Walker. Again the miss by DeRozan.
3 misses in a row. Still looking for their first bucket.
You know, Clark, despite winning 3 championships prior to the NBA days, the Pacers are still looking for their first NBA title.
Yeah, they've been close a couple of times in the history of the NBA, 2000 and 2025. They've had some really great teams over the years in the 90s and 2010s, and they came close last year, and I think they'll continue to knock and one day kick that door in.
Now here's Westbrook. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Murray from outside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Kicks it out to Siakam. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Westbrook can't hit.
1 for 5 out there, but no worries. Just keep attacking.
Steps back. Here's Nembhard. Sacramento grabs the miss. This their first chance to take a look at Indiana this season. LaVine. Power it home.
Oh, wow.
Well, we know LaVine has the hops. That time showing off the creativity.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Indiana's gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Rick Carlisle. I asked how you counter a player with DeMar DeRozan's versatile scoring. We're putting a close sign on the mid-range tonight, Coach joked, adding, we're going to be very tight in that area defensively and not give him what he wants. Sounds like DeMar is in for an uphill battle tonight. Brian, back over to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Westbrook against Nembhard. Now here's Levine. Defense is right there. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Sacramento shooting their first free throws of this game.
And this year they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
And he drops the first. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. The Pacers have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. And it's Mathurin missing. The Kings have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Levine passes to Eubanks. Walker with a steal. Right side Mathurin. To the paint. Here's Siakam. The shot that time not on target. Great D that time from Murray. Here's DeRozan. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
DeRozan has that old school game, a throwback wing. He's not just a three-point chucker. And that makes him a different kind of matchup.
And Sacramento making a change here. Chua's checked in. And he can't hit the second.
It's pretty clear that DeMar DeRozan is an outstanding athlete. He can outrun you, he might outwork you, and he's able to be everywhere on the floor, and he does it with kind of a unique grace and finesse.
Siakam, no good. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. They trail by 1. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer Mathurin. The rebound by Murray.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Here's Achua. Achua with the dunk.
Boy, for a player who can be a one-man offense, DeRozan's got plenty in his passing game skill set, too.
Indiana has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Nembhard outside. So nice passing by Indiana here. Mathurin passes to Walker. And the layup falls.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
Sacramento has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Westbrook finds DeRozan. Here's Levine. Pass to DeRozan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Walker. And it's DeRozan missing.
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
Outside Walker. Down low. Here's Huff. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
Here's Westbrook. No made baskets yet. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's DeRozan. Nice move. That one is off. Walker with some nice D.
The way he's struggling this quarter, he's only adding to their troubles. They need his offense to come around.
Now here's Nembhard, coming off a 16-point game against Denver.
And let's not forget about the assist. His playmaking was critical for this team.
Kings trail by 3. Looking back at the start of his career, Siakam only took a year or two to make his mark.
And, you know, B.A., he's just the kind of guy we love watching play. I mean, you know what you're going to get from him every night. Tremendous effort and the ability to impact the game at both ends. He's consistent, reliable, steady, and he can be explosive at the offensive end.
You know, Grant, for a guy who started playing basketball at age 17, Siakam has put together quite the resume.
Yeah, B.A. Pascal is a champion. He's got multiple All-Star and All-NBA selections, and one of the great developmental stories when you think about his discovery through basketball without borders.
Catching up on the changes for Indiana. Shepard comes in for Walker, and T.J. McConnell subbed in for Nembhard. Clifford can't get it to go. Pacers leading by 4. Now McConnell. 14 points for him last game against Denver. There's a minute 47 left to play in the first quarter. Back to Siakam. 4 on the clock. And Indiana misses again.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
And that's a foul called on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul, and Indiana with some changes. Jackson, he's checked in for Huff. Robinson Earl comes in for Pascal Siakam, and it's Matthews in for Mathurin. Right wing. To win the drought. The rebound by Jackson.
I think everybody in the building expecting him to make that collective shot.
McConnell passes to Robinson Earl. To the inside. Here's Jackson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Pacers lead by 6.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Schroeder passes to Levine. From down in the low post, it goes.
Well, this is what you admire about Levine's offensive game now. I mean, it isn't all threes and dunks. He's got some meat on that sandwich now.
Indiana leading by 4. Pass to Shepard. Fires for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
An excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
It really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Levine for 3. And here's Saric for 3. Drills it from deep.
Now that's confidence. Saric says, "In Dario, I trust."
Here's Shepard. Monk covers. Jackson with a screen on Monk. To the middle. Just 3 on the clock. And the dunk by Jackson.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. We'll be right back. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
On the court for the Kings, second quarter underway. We've got Zach LaVine. Precious Achiuwa is out there with Dario Saric. Then it's Malik Monk, and it's Schroeder in at the point. Jackson can't get it to go. And LaVine has got the ball here for the Sacramento Kings. 4-point game. Pass to Schroeder. Now here's LaVine, guarded closely. 6 to shoot, takes a 3. Thompson pulls it in. Indiana's gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Sacramento Kings. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat. And then Monday, they'll face off against Pascal Siakam and the Indiana Pacers.
And looking at the Timberwolves matchup, that's where you have to bring your A-plus effort, especially when you know you're going to be facing a more talented team.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Schroeder passes to Levine. Battles for the finish. Zach Levine.
Levine just going to work. Talented. Finishing inside.
Indiana leading. McConnell passes to Jackson. Here's Shepard. The three ball. It's hauled in by Saric.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Zach Levine is becoming a more rugged defender. He said, it takes a toll. I've always been in great shape, but you have to be strong, too. The mental side of it, digging deep and figuring out how to get it done and how much you want it. Now, I like taking on those challenges. Guys, back over to you.
Making the commitment. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Shot by Levine, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
McConnell, good.
Man, it takes a lot of determination from McConnell to get that hoop inside. TJ is never short on confidence or nerves, though, that's for sure.
Now here's Schroeder. Still without a bucket. Saric outside. And another miss by Sacramento. Pacers leading by 4. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
Levine with it. 6 points for him. Achua up top. Back to Levine. Pass to Monk. Clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. And another miss by Sacramento. The Pacers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Now here's McConnell. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Here's Shepard. 14 points for him last game against Denver. Jackson with a screen on Schroeder. Shepard, that's good.
When you find some room, take advantage. Rise up and fire.
Kings trail by 7. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. DeMar DeRozan's checked in for the Kings. Indiana on D. 7-point game. Biggest lead so far. Outside Levine. In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If they're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better.
And here's Indiana now, following that last three-pointer by Sacramento. DeRozan against Siakam. 5 on the clock. Another shot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Precious Achua picks one up.
Tell you what, with all the aggression and effort that Pascal Siakam plays with, you know he's going to get himself to the foul line.
That one's off. Keegan Murray's checked in for the Kings. Russell Westbrook comes in for Schroeder. And he sinks the second.
Boy, you've really got to admire and appreciate the reliability of a guy like Siakam. He understands his game inside and out, knows his strengths and weaknesses, and because of that, I think he's able to contribute to his team in multiple ways.
Now here's Levine. He's got 9. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at the Kings, towards the bottom of the conference for now. They are not happy with this positioning.
Well, I think for the Kings, when you look at their roster, they're talented enough to turn this thing around. But so far, the season has not come together for them the way people predicted.
Yeah, that's the sense you get, isn't it? I mean, the important thing is that they don't panic here. Stick to the basics and work out of this slump without trying to do too much at one time.
Now here's DeRozan. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Houston. Westbrook, the pass to Levine. Another three for Sacramento.
Hey, he's one of the guys you don't want to give space to. Levine can do a lot of damage from deep.
Siakam against DeRozan. Pass to Huff. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Levine passes to Westbrook. And here's Monk. Outside Levine. DeRozan outside. With a step back. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. Siakam's got 4 rebounds in the game. Nembhard against Levine. Pass to Shepherd. Siakam with a screen on DeRozan. And here's Shepherd for 3. Can't get that one to go. He's just 2 of 5 now from the field. DeRozan outside. Shoots over Shepherd. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. And that'll tie this game up.
DeRozan from mid-range makes it look so easy.
For Indiana, they've gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Well, Clark, when Russell Westbrook's career is over, how do you think he'll be remembered?
I call him 24/7 because he shows up the same all the time. Great energy, great production, stat sheet stuffer supreme. But it was his work ethic and the way he brought himself to the game every single night. Very impressive.
Mathurin's checked in for Shepherd. The Kings also with a sub. Eubanks, he's checked in for Levine. And it's out of bounds to Sacramento.
And they're landing in the top 20 for fast breaks. It's obvious this team doesn't love to run the floor. They could be letting some easy buckets pass them by with that attitude.
And when it comes to avoiding turnovers, they do a great job attacking under control. It's a delicate balance. Outside Murray. Back to Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, Siakam with the block.
That's exactly what Siakam brings to the floor. He's a relentless defender with excellent instincts.
He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Murray. Sacramento has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Over the past month, here's the best in free throw shooting. DeMar DeRozan on top.
And over this stretch, his foul shooting has been exceptional. You could tell he was enjoying every single trip to the line.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him.
Boy, Monk is so lethal and efficient as a scorer. I mean, great range, always hunting his shot. I'd like to see him work on his passing, but, man, he can put it in the basket.
Hits both from the stripe.
When you send somebody like him to the line, it's pretty much easy money.
Siakam outside. Outside Walker. Back to Siakam to halt the run. Rebound by Sacramento. Monk looking around. Pass to Westbrook. Nice D from Nembhard. Indiana's gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Siakam, the pass to Nembhard. Back to Siakam. For 3, Mathurin. And he missed again, now 1 of 5.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And he's going for the oop here. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Pacers trail by 4. Pass to Huff. And there's the call on Drew Eubanks. That's his first foul. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Minute 32 left to play in the second quarter. Shot clock at 5.
Boy, they are having major struggles from the floor.
Can't hit the free throw line jumper. Outside Murray. And here's Eubanks. He's averaging about 6 points per game. For 3, Westbrook. Walker pulls down the board.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now here's Nembhard. Back to Siakam. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Hey, even guys at his skill level will miss those from time to time. But it doesn't happen often.
Monk for 3. Indiana with a rebound. Walker's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the inside. Here's Siakam. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That was a case of Pascal Siakam forcing the action and being able to draw the foul.
That's good from Siakam. He makes 1 or 2 that time.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Sacramento on top, leading by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. Couple of quarters are similar to the first. This one could go down to the last possession. Boy, Zach LaVine has been sensational.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
We've got Pascal Siakam. Andrew Nembhard is out there with Benedict Mathurin. Then there's Jarris Walker. And it's Huff in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Here's Siakam. The Kings getting their last shot to go. DeRozan outside. The shot comes out. Walker with some nice D.
He struggles shooting the rock, yet they're still winning. It's a good thing his teammates have played well.
Well, he's kind of deflating their chances, and I know he really wants to help the team, but this is not the way to go about it.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Puts it up from 12. And once again, off the mark by Indiana.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
Murray for 3. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6 assists now in the game.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Pacers trail by 10. Nembhard outside. On the wing, Mathurin. He's covered by LaVine. They need this. And it's Mathurin missing. For Sacramento, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Pacers are all about winning. And Coach Rick Carlisle said, our young players are having to earn their way. They're not being given anything. It's the only way to do things, in my opinion. If you want to build championship habits, you got to do it on a merit-based, accountability type of basis. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. For Indiana, they've gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You look at the Pacers, not the start they were hoping for. They're in the bottom half of their conference.
Checking out the Pacers, when you look at their roster, they're talented enough to turn this thing around. But so far, the season has not come together for them the way people predicted.
Yeah, that's the sense you get, isn't it? I mean, the important thing is that they don't panic here. Stick to the basics and work out of this slump without trying to do too much at one time.
Here's Siakam following that last three-pointer by Sacramento. Wow, Siakam showing the range.
Well, they get one to drop. A little relief after 4 straight misses to start the half.
Outside Levine. Sacramento passing it around.
You know, battling inside, I like Levine's aggressive approach. Tough to match without fouling.
It's his first trip to the line.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year. Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
You know, when you think of Zach LaVine, his scoring comes to mind immediately, but he also rebounds effectively and passes it pretty good too.
So he gets them both. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Pass to Siakam. Here's Mathurin. He's covered by Levine. Mathurin against Levine. And it's Mathurin missing. And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Oh, it's stolen. Siakam outside. Nembhard outside. Back to Siakam. Hauled in by the Kings. Murray's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Sacramento leading by 12. To the paint. Picked it out of midair. And now Indiana on the fast break. And there's Siakam. That one's good. On the assist by Walker. Siakam's got 13 now.
What a nice move by Siakam. A much improved ball handler, especially for a forward. He's making it happen right there.
And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Now here's Westbrook. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Shoots over Nembhard. Westbrook with the miss.
Not a lot you can say except fantastic job by the defense.
Siakam, no good.
Not his best night and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
Here's Walker, and the jam by Walker.
Nice slam by the big man Walker, making his presence felt there inside.
Sacramento has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Here's Levine, and he sinks the 11-footer. Levine's got 19 points.
Tell you what, guys, the aggressiveness on defense just hasn't been there this half, not like it was in the first.
One thing about Andrew Nembhard, you appreciate the passion he plays with, Clark.
Yeah, I love his toughness. I mean, he just is unflappable. He's persistent at the defensive end, plays at his own pace, unafraid of the big moments, makes big plays and shots. I mean, you can see and feel his fire, even though he's not overly demonstrative in how he does what he does.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. Sacramento getting their last shot to go. Westbrook against Nembhard. 6 on the shot clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Nembhard's gotten his first bucket of the night.
That took a little extra effort from Nembhard, but the juice was worth the squeeze.
Outside for Levine. Pass to Eubanks. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. Siakam's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now here's Nembhard, hounded by Westbrook. Huff, the pass to Matherin. Siakam for 3. Oh my goodness! He'll go to the line with a chance at a 4-point play. It's on Keegan Murray. Indiana shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. And Sacramento with some changes. Achua's checked in for Eubanks. Monk comes in for Murray. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for Westbrook. The free throw off for Siakam. Sacramento leading by 7. DeRozan passes to Schroeder. Now Achua. Pass to Levine. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. Achua gets the bucket. And the Kings lead by 9.
After some sketchy shooting in the first half, you can see they're gaining confidence and increasing their offensive production.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And Indiana with some changes. Jackson comes in for Huff. And Robinson Earl subbed in for Pascal Siakam. The Kings also with a sub. Saric checked in. Now here's Matherin. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game.
The more Matherin creates for others, the more dangerous he becomes.
Now here's Schroeder. It's Monk on the wing. This one for 3. The rebound by Jackson.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Nembhard, the pass to Matherin. Driving in. Pass to Jackson. On the wing, Matherin. Monk covers. They grab their own miss. Jackson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. DeMar DeRozan picks one up.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And the first one at the line is good. Some changes for Indiana. Shepard, he's checked in for Walker. And T.J. McConnell subbed in for Nembhard. And so Jackson nails both of them.
He's a big guy with a soft stroke from the charity stripe. You love to see that.
Outside Schroeder. Back to Monk. Pass to Achua. Now here's Schroeder. Lets it go from deep. That shot, no good. Matherin against Schroeder. Here's McConnell. Here's Shepard. He's got 6. Back to McConnell. Puts up a deep 3. Schroeder with a rebound. Sacramento leading by 5. Inside, here's Achua. Achua with the dunk.
You can rely on Schroeder's passing ability. He does a good job finding and setting up shooters.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Sacramento?
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Now Monk. Pass to Schroeder. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. And it's Monk missing.
Hey, it was a good look, one he normally capitalizes on.
Siakam, pass to McConnell. Back to Siakam. Down low, Siakam drops it in.
He's trying to carry them back into this game. He's absolutely feeling it this quarter.
Charic outside. 24 seconds left in the third. Pass to Monk. Pacers with a rebound. Next game against the Bulls at United Center. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Siakam with it. From deep three-point range. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Kings ahead, leading by just 2. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next.
Are his specialty.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. All right, a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth quarter. They've got Dennis Schroeder. He's out there with Malik Monk. Precious Achiuwa is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Clifford in at the 4-man position. Outside Schroeder. Outside Achiuwa. The 3 is up. That shot missing. Indiana shooting 37% from the floor at this point. Siakam looking it over. And he misses the go-ahead basket. And the Kings shooting 40% so far in this one. Achiuwa with a screen on Siakam. Siakam against LaVine. And there's a 3-second violation.
Yeah, he tried to go with it before he caught it. Took his eyes off of it. You can't have that at this point in the game.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Pass to Shepherd. Jackson with a screen on Monk to take the lead. And it's laid in by Jackson. And the Pacers lead by 2.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
LaVine passes to Schroeder. Beyond the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. Schroeder's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
This is where Schroeder has really improved over the years, hitting the 3 with some consistency.
Pass to Shepherd from deep. Achiuwa with the rebound. Achiuwa's got 4 rebounds now. Now LaVine from outside the arc. Clifford, it's hauled in by McConnell. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. You know, looking at T.J. McConnell's start in the NBA, is it fair to say his days during the process era of the Sixers helped him, Clark?
I don't think there's any question, but I think PJ came to the game with an edge. I watched him play in high school and couldn't take my eyes off of him because he just made plays, whether it was stealing the ball, pressuring the ball, driving and creating for teammates. I mean, he plays with such confidence and energy and tenacity. He's a valuable player to have in your second unit.
The Pacers making a switch here. Huff's checked in. DeRozan is checked in for the Kings.
Yeah, he's one of the most steady players in the NBA in terms of handling his role effectively. T.J. McConnell does an outstanding job running the offense, creating havoc on defense, and dictating a fast pace.
DeRozan outside. Just 5 on the clock. Tries it from 16. It's hauled in by McConnell. Indiana has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Rebound by the Kings. To the wing, right side. Here's Clifford. And another miss by Sacramento. The Pacers have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. McConnell outside. Pass to Huff. Now Siakam, covered by Schroeder. Here's Robinson Earl. And here's Shepard for 3. Hauled in by the Kings. DeRozan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Down low. Indiana with a rebound. Huff's got his 6th rebound on the night. McConnell finds Siakam. Big time slam by Siakam.
Well, I'll tell you what, Siakam going to the rim is like a moth going to the flame. You can't keep them away.
Kings trail by 3. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Pass to DeRozan. 6 to shoot. To win the cold spell. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
You can't be overly aggressive with DeRozan. I mean, the second he senses and feels that you are, he'll take advantage of it.
That's good from DeRozan. And some changes here for the Pacers. Walker, he's checked in for Robinson Earl. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Shepard. And Andrew Nembhard subbed in for McConnell. Keegan Murray's checked in for the Kings. Russell Westbrook comes in for Schroeder. The Pacers have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this 4th quarter to fall. Siakam the screen. There's the triple. Rebound by Sacramento.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
To take the lead. And another miss by Sacramento. Indiana leading. Mathurin with the ball. Checked by Murray. Walker for 3. On target from range.
No hesitation. Nice work by Walker, not overthinking it.
Pass to Murray. And here's Levine. From behind the arc. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Levine's got 10 points here in the second half.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Nembhard outside. Now Mathurin. 3-pointer. Westbrook with the rebound.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
Pass to Levine. Now here's DeRozan. Outside Monk. DeRozan, a screen on Walker to take the lead. And it's DeRozan missing.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Walker passes to Nembhard. Siakam against Murray. Back to Nembhard. Siakam outside. Over Murray. Siakam, no good. The Kings trailing. And here's Levine. Inside, DeRozan. DeRozan, right in the heart of the D.
Let DeRozan get this close and he will finish strong.
Indiana's gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Walker finds Siakam. Back to Walker. Back to Siakam. Shoots over Levine. That's good from Siakam on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 3 assists in the game. Sacramento has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th. And we've got a timeout called by Doug Christie. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Eubanks, he's checked in for Monk. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Doug Christie was going over with this team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another. Guys, let's see what happens.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Westbrook. Eubanks the screen. DeRozan makes his move. Tipped. Siakam against Westbrook. Here's Matherin. Now Siakam. Nembhard outside. The free ball is down.
Still young in this league, but Nembhard showing tons of confidence in the big moment.
Kings trail by 4. Now here's DeRozan. Tries from 19. Nice! That one's good.
Boy, what a slick move that time. Made the defense look absolutely clueless.
Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Wow! DeMar DeRozan putting a little extra on that finish.
Turning up the temperature on his intensity that time. DeRozan getting it done in the big-time moments.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Now Siakam. Book it! Straight in!
Siakam embraces stepping up in these moments. That is a big-time hoop.
And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. Another chance. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's on Jarris Walker. First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1. And he's unable to get the second one. And for the Pacers, they're shooting an even 50% since the fourth quarter got underway. Now Siakam. Pulls it from 20. Westbrook rips down the board.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
DeRozan. It's tipped.
Yeah, using his long wingspan, Walker could become a serious defensive menace.
DeRozan against Siakam. Siakam on the attack. Buries it!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And Doug Christie has called a timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Here's Murray. Here's Levine. DeRozan, left side. Levine outside. Clock at 4. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. Clock at 2. Murray.
Defensively, Siakam has the appearance of a spider. I mean, he's got the ability to mirror the movement of his prey perfectly.
And Doug Christie has called a timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Oh, he can't get the layup. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management, crucial. at this time of the game.
And now we've got an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Making all of those, putting this game in the refrigerator.
Here's Levine. Oh, off target from downtown. And so the Pacers take the win. This one was in the balance right until the final. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. So long.